Hello students, welcome to Nilachal Polytechnic. Myself Amarendra Mishra from Mechanical Engineering Department. My subject is Hydraulic Machine and Industrial Fluid Power. Here in this video lecture, I am going to explain about the chapter number 5 of the subject. The name of the chapter is Hydraulic Control System. Let's go for the different contents related to the chapter number 5. In this chapter, we'll have to follow the introduction part, principle of hydraulic systems, components of hydraulic system, fluid power, pumps like gear pump, vane pump, piston pump, pressure control valves like pressure relief valve, pressure regulation valve, directional control valves, flow control valves, merits and demerits of hydraulic systems, different hydraulic circuits for working of hydraulic cylinders. Lastly, comparison between hydraulic and pneumatic control system. In previous chapter, we are going to study about the pneumatic control system, where the working substance is the atmospheric air. We are going to increase the pressure of atmospheric air to the required pressure, and that high pressure can be utilized for the movement of any parts of the equipments, and also it is used for any braking action or any practical applications. But when the control movement of parts or control application of force is done by the hydraulic fluids, that is liquids, then we are calling it that a hydraulic system. The control movement of parts or a control application of force is a common requirement in the industry. These operations are performed by the electrical machines, diesel, petrol, steam engine as a prime mover. The enclosed fluids, which are either liquids or gases, can be used as prime movers to provide a control motion and force the objects or the substance. If the power of the liquid which is utilized for the rotary motion, linear motion of the different equipments, then it is known as your hydraulic system. The kind of fluid which are enclosed by the system which is at a high pressure and requiring incompressible liquids as transmitting media is known as your hydraulic systems. So what is the principle of hydraulic system? In this figure we have seen that there is a law. According to that law, we are going to give the application of the liquid. In earlier cases, we better know that in your fluid mechanics, we know that what is Pascal's law. Pascal's law, according to it, it states that the pressure in a enclosed fluid is uniform in all the directions. As shown in the figure, we are having a hollow type container is there. There is having two ends are there. Here, if you are going to apply the force F1 upon this, then that will causing the force applied upon the liquid. Now the liquid in turn that will applying the force upon the front end of the piston, and thereby it is exhibiting the force F2. In this way, the main principle of hydraulic system is that what is the pressure acting at this end, that should be equal to the pressure of liquid at the outlet end. If F1 is the force applied at the inlet end, A1 is the area of the cross section of the valve. Now during that time, the pressure exerted is equal to F1 by A1 by the force of piston. If you are going to move the piston from the down to the upward, during that time, that amount of pressure will be utilized at the face of the piston, and that is equal to F2 by A2, that is known as P2. If you are measuring the pressure at 1 and pressure at 2, then you will get that same pressure will be utilized, and that is known as your Pascal's law. So what are the different components of a hydraulic system? Before going into the study of hydraulic system, we have to see that what are the main components of the hydraulic system. There is a prime mover, there is a pump, some control valves are there like pressure control valves, flow control valves, directional control valves, then actuators. These may be hydraulic motor or pistons. Actually, these are the cylinder piston arrangements. Then piping system and your fluid. The basic component of the hydraulic system is to increase the pressure of the liquid. So the pressure of the liquid can be increased by using the hydraulic pumps. The hydraulic pumps receive the mechanical power, and that mechanical power is provided by the prime mover, or known as this is your motor. So while the motor transmits the mechanical power to the pump is increasing the pressure of the liquid from the atmospheric pressure to that of the required pressure of liquid used in different practical applications. The pressure control valves are used to make the balance of pressure of liquid inside the pipe or inside the container. There are some directional control valves there which directs the fluid according to the requirement of movement of liquid at the inlet and at the right part of a actuator passage. The piping system requiring the hoses, or that is the pipes which are used for the flow of or carrying of high pressure liquid from one place to the another place. Fluid is a liquid, and that liquid is an incompressible liquid where the density of the fluid does not changes. The supporting components of the hydraulic systems are filters, strainers, storage tanks, heat exchangers, pressure gauge, sensors, protective device, control devices, and accumulators. The main function of filters are to remove the dirt particles and other contaminants which are dangerous for the use of that liquid. So by using the filter, it will provide us the clean liquid that can be used for the any practical operation. And there is a strainer. The strainer function is same, and also it provides the purification of the liquid. Storage tank is nothing but that is the reservoir where we are going to store the high pressurized liquid which can be used for any practical application. There is a pressure gauge. The main function of pressure gauges is to measure the pressure of the liquid before they are going to the storage tank, and also during the practical application of liquid to any desired application. Sensors, these are the devices which are used for the control of the pressure, control of the direction of flow of liquid, and also the movement of piston inside the cylinder. And also we are going to use the solenoid valves which are operated by using the sensors. Protective devices like pressure regulators, pressure relief valves, pressure release valve. These are the protective devices which are causing the pressure of liquid inside the container to that of the withstanding capacity of the container. Then control devices like flow control devices. In some practical application, you are requiring less quantity of hydraulic oils. So during that time, we have to use a throttle valve according to the requirement. The throttle valve will allow the flow of liquid towards the application of the practical field. Accumulators are used for the storage of hydraulic energy, and we later will go for the accumulators studies. There is a schematic diagram for a hydraulic system. For the better understanding of a hydraulic system, we have seen that we have to go for the schematic diagram. Schematic diagram means that is the diagrammatic representation of those components which are used for the hydraulic systems. As shown in the figure, we are having a tank. Inside the tank there are some liquid is there. The liquid is first is attached with a suction pipe for the pump. The suction pipe of the pump is attached with a filter and also with a strainer. The hydraulic pump will takes the water from the suction pipe from the fuel tank, and it is providing the pressurized liquid to that of the pressure regulator. The pressure regulator, it allows us the different amount of liquid that can be transferred to the movement of piston as shown in the figure. As shown in the figure, we are having a cylinder. The cylinder is attached with a piston. The piston is reciprocating. Upon the piston there is a load is applied. So the movement of the load can be raised or lowered, and this arrow are suggesting that the weight can be lowered or raised by the use of a piston. So the movement of the piston is carried out by the high pressurized liquid from the fluid tank. So the required pressure of liquid is obtained from the hydraulic pump according to the weight which is placed upon the piston rod of the cylinder. During that time, pressure regulator that is allowing us the amount of pressure that is required to lift or lower the load. The control valve, there is a directional control valve. So during the time of lowering the weight, during that time the piston moves from top to the bottom. During that time the control valve has to provide the liquid high pressurized stage at the A point. Again, while we are going to raise up the weight by the piston rod, during that time the piston should be moved from B point to the A point. During that time the control valve allows the liquid to flow through the pipe B, and thereby the high pressurized liquid which can be utilized for the movement of piston, and thereby the weight is raised. So there is another path. So after utilization of the liquid there is another path. So the exhaust liquids are moving towards the fluid tank. So the main function of hydraulic system is that we are going to use a tank. From that we are getting the liquid. This hydraulic oil will be increased its pressure by the hydraulic pump. The pressure regulator, it allows us different pressures desired by the system. The control valve allows the liquid to flow during the application of load lifted and lowered by the piston. Thank you all of you. We'll go for the next class and we'll go for the study again.